Yeah,
winning every single tournament.
I fully blame you for that, but that's another story for another day.
Let's see.
I mean, I've got to imagine this is a hard matchup for Bell. Just being able to, like, that slow DP. Oh, Jesus, what a way to start it.
But the pole beats up.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He doesn't want to let Lance just get out that fireball and start momentum early on. All right, just normal neutral right here. There we go.
Yeah,
That's what we expected.
Double DPs.
This is classic. It's not going to kill, but it's going to set up.
One more hit. Oh, that's a nice block.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wow. He actually managed to fight out there. Zane did react, but just not quick enough. All right, Rags DPs. You know he's waiting for something. Wow.
Yeah.
Zane's movement's so good, man. He's really good at mixing up the options in neutral. So someone like Bell's, where your buttons are relatively slow, I imagine he's going to have a hard time pinning Zane down. Oh, wow. What a catch from the deep...
Right. Oh, that went jumping.
Jesus. That is
here we go
terrible.
Now. Because this is PS4, he has to guess for his life.
Yep, pretty much. All right, just Wrecker pressure, second Wrecker hitting.
Okay, nice DP.
He's going for that dive kick a lot. Yeah, Zane had life to spare there. Taking a risk like that just makes complete sense. Going to win the round off it. Yeah, you saw like Zane just answering every option, and the jump U going through the DP was gross.
Mm-hmm. But we did see something out of Firma. Like when he actually did get in, he was hitting Zane, getting his hits in. I think he just needs to keep that pressure up by using the TPs also after he gets him knocked down. Lets him keep the pressure up really well.
Absolutely. He does seem to do an alright job at zoning. Like, he's staying outside of that sweep range, which is surprisingly hard to do.
No way he was plus on that.
Oh man, on PS4. Frame data, it doesn't matter. And doing a good job of fighting his way out that corner, getting hit by the guaranteed overhead.
Oh, the lad's classic within jabs.
Hey, you see he's trying to keep that corner position, but it's so hard versus Lance.
Zane just doesn't care, he just decides to jump in.
Yeah, these early leads are just allowing him to take so many risks. Oh, good command grab. That's a really good option to deal with the jump U. It's just so little damage. Alright, going back to that full screen game. Good dive kick once again. I like this. He seems to be like moving a lot more.
He does a good job at keeping him out like that. Oh,
wow.
Is he dead? Oh, he could have EX'd.
Yeah, he could VX. Oh no, whiff punish on DP as well.
Oh, this scrap's getting scrambly now.
Yeah, people are flailing, but he's in the corner. Oh. You saw the start up of a button there, just too late on the answer.
There's a teleport start up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow. I like the idea of teleporting straight out of the corner, just not fucking with it.
Plus frames. I'd like to see Firma stagger and see what Zane's answer is, because right now he's just LLL into a move.
I mean, we've seen this movie a million times, right?
He doesn't see any more with that DP.
Yeah.
Next show, please.
Skip the intro. All right. Man, Bell has to keep some presence on the screen because, like, giving Lancelot the space to just set up the projectile is terrifying.
There we go. That's what I mean by the teleport. Just keep Lance right in there. But Lance says no with the T2H, and he is dead here. Oh, no, he just won't kill the super. One more mix.
Nice. Delay jumping, baiting the DP. He went to that pot too many times. I think, like, it's just so hard for him to keep that momentum. Zane is very trigger happy on that 2-2H, and he's not answered it once yet. Like, we've not even got to the sort of meta game of, like, Zane actually mixing up the options after the 2-2H either. So until he kind of establishes that sort of, like, patience, it's going to be really difficult for him to continue pressure.
Yeah, I see Mystic in his chat saying, "Is this PC?" Well, you're not in it. It's a PS4 MUK. Showing you Matera.
Slaps him out of the air. Corner position once again. It's going with a standard wrecker pressure.
Oh,
Ooh.
and here we go. American resets.
I mean, he has been like insanely successful on those DPs. I don't really. Oh wow, good read by Zane. Yeah, that's going to be the end. Yeah, he has been doing a really good job of like DPing out, but it just doesn't lead to anything, you know.
Every single time Zayn has been pulled in by the EX pull, he has jumped. So I think Furman needs to start checking in those.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a safe option as well. I'm not sure it's in Knowles, but you can also do OS to DP at the same time. If he even puts 9 when he and 5A at the same time when he goes for the low.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's like a very safe option.
I love him using it to check the 66H and the fireball as well. This is forcing Zane to be way more scrappy on his get-in.
Double slide, why not?
He's still got mid-screen, so as long as he doesn't get pushed to the corner here, he should be alright.
Oh, nice deck.
Oh, missed anti-air there by Zane.
Oh, that's a really nice TP.
Yeah. Oh!
I didn't see if that was easy input or not, because if it wasn't, it would have killed.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I knew he's been jumping every time.
Yeah, he's starting to he's definitely adapting to this, right?
Yeah.
Seeing signs of life. That EX tandem seems to be causing him a lot of issues, right?
Yeah, you do have to forward while you're on reaction. Is the only way. Well, not the only way. It's the most consistent way to beat it.
Yeah, I wonder how easy that is on PS4. Like not even as a meme. Like how? Like, can you do that? Oh, man, he's just not got one of those punishes yet.
Again.
Oh, good tech.
Did a little shimmy there as well to make sure.
Yeah, Zane's feeling himself now. Man, 3-0 so far, but it's like the scoreline doesn't do it justice on how much Famata's like fighting back here.
Playing how Famata plays to Venom, he doesn't seem to use a lot of EXTPs. It seems like it's almost like a grand boot that's plus. A bad version of it, you could say, but it's a good way to start your pressure just almost for free.
Yeah, you see, Venom using a lot more sort of like movement options as well in neutral.
Going for the third hit.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. Oh wow, nice. Gets around that fireball, and this is his turn.
Oh
man. Zane's gone for it so many times now.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, why not? It's working every single time. He's getting punishes. He's getting out of situations.
Yeah, he's not giving him a reason to adapt the game plan yet. And like when Lance can kind of just start doing Lance things at you, I guess terrifying. You see Zane's already adapting now to that tandem engine and just jumping around it preemptively.
DP out of pressure. He's dead. He's dead.
Oh, could he not have converted further?
Yeah, I feel like that's a nice reaction to the DP.
Yeah, that's super good. Just easiest option, no dodges, nothing.
But yeah, he definitely could have killed off that counter hit TTH.
Yeah, that shit goes to like half health, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he could have done the EX dash after it.
Right. So what do you think the Famata needs to do now then to like try and change the pace of this match?
I feel like he needs to EX dive ball just to win neutral, because
Mm.
we haven't seen if Zayn is outspicing it or beating or anti-airing it right now yet.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All good
And it's also
punish on
keep
this
his
one.
pressure. Like he should teleport after this instead of fireballing, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess Zane's just convinced him otherwise with that DP,
Yeah.
right? Oh, wow,
that
that was
is
actually really
unfortunate.
sick. And he's got super now. The threat of the command throw is there, so Zane can't just be silly with it all.
Okay, that's good. Teleport command throw.
Classic.
I feel like that was meant to be command throw.
Yeah, there was
Oh, that
no
is
way that was
okay.
intentional. Oh man, what a way to lose. Yeah, there was no way he went for teleport into that move. It would have been absolutely nothing. Oh man. He mixed himself up. That's kind of sick.
Maybe he didn't know he was gonna cross up.
Wow, Zane is confident right now. Did you see that start of round?
That, I feel like not enough. What move are that is, Lance? Is it the 5U?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually useful. Like on Ulki, he fought Zion 5U to me and back and made me whiff a DP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of. I was like, okay, I've never seen someone do this before.
Yeah. I mean, I guess when you've got that many movement options, some of the like weaker ones become really useful.
That's a good block. Now we can start the pressure because Zion has no DP. Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh no, that's gonna really hurt.
Yeah, it's one mix from doing.
Oh, is that?
Oh,
Jeez. All right. Don't underestimate Lance. It's always a punish.
What day?
Jesus.
The 27th can't come any sooner.
All right. Well, Zane cleaning up right there. And that's it. 5-zip. Oh man. Famata, like, yeah, was down, like you said, was doing like had the dive kick really early on and was using it really effectively, and then it just dropped off later in the matches once
I feel
Zane
like
got the momentum.
Yeah, as soon as Zayn showed that he could super his dive kick on reaction, he seemed a bit more scared to use it.
Yeah, I mean, they're so situational though, right? And the two, I imagine the 2-2H isn't going to punish dive kick unless you do it super early. I mean,
You know.
yeah, as I was saying that, I was like, oh, I might be fucking wrong on this. Like, yeah, I mean, it's still a good showing there, either way. Lance doing Lance things, man. You've got to see it. Every time Mace runs one of these, you get some Lance player in here that does that exact thing. But not to downplay Zane, he was obviously...
You know, of course.
You know what the problem is? There's no bad Lances, what can I say?
I don't know if it's possible to be a bad Lance, but, you know.
I know, I see Mice in the like Gibbs tournaments always hyping up these Lance players.
Because he's got no mix, bro. Everyone's just getting out playing. They can't accept it. It's sick to see. I love it.
All right, let's go back to the 1s and 2s, man.
I can only talk between matches. Allow me. This is the moment. Let me push my agenda. Lance is not good. Everyone's a bad player. That's what I want to do.
So who are we getting next?
Another Lance player. So
For fuck's sake.
I think Heapsy still plays Lance. I mean, he's not since the last Kumite was on, which was like the second one I did. I know he stopped playing for a bit and he was like messing with Gran, I think. But I said, oh, I'm doing a PSN tournament. Oh yeah, I'll jump in then. He's really like he's a fundamentally Saiyan player. He plays like third strike, all the footsie games, quote unquote. So
and he picked Lance in this
because he respects neutral.
You play footsies once in first strike, and you're like, oh fuck this. You pick the ones and 6 Asian people.
I won't stand for this Lander, but I'm gonna have to hold it because the match is starting.
I'm interested to see how Famata's going to play against Heapski's Lance, because from when I'm playing, last played Heapski, he's much more, let's say, controlled than Zane.
Right.
He likes to, play footsies, as we just heard. So this might be more on pace, and he might be able to keep up. We could see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you also have to wonder though whether when you play 2 people playing the same character back to back, sometimes what the previous player established can play on your mind. But already we're seeing Famata just
Vegeta.
doing his thing. He's establishing right away that he's happy to go in.
What, 6-8?
All right, just resetting back to neutral here. And this didn't work against Zane, but
No.
it seems to be all right versus Heapski.
I feel like Heapski's contented at being at that range.
Yeah, I would agree. It definitely seems like that. I think, you know, the zoning someone is the very easy way to go, like, am I just going to flat out win this without putting too much effort into it? But, I have not seen that. I didn't realize.
Something beats Lancey, but thank God.
Yeah, I mean, if he can win via zoning, he's going to probably win by zoning. Not having to take the risk of 2-2H and stuff like that in pressure. Yeah, it's going to make a massive difference.
It could also be the case of, we said Heapski hasn't played since last MUK. Bobs wasn't out then.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
So this legit could be his first time against Bobs.
Yeah, that'll be rough. That'll be rough. But that being said, Bubs is a relatively simple character, right? The answer to a lot of his options is very obvious. So we might see some adaptation as time goes on, or some more just 6-6H.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, see, they've got the anti-air dive kick now.
Yeah, that was a good reaction. It's not easy to react to the dive kick due to the variable timing. Nice.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? No reason not to throw it out there. I mean, what a good way to test whether a string is true versus a character you've not played against.
So he's about 2 hits on killing here. Oh, that's a nice forward roll.
Yeah, it's not easy.
But it teleports straight out of it. Oh, spot dodge, please. Oh,
he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Fuck. Someone call him up quick. Send him a text. Oh, man. Yeah, we might see a bit of, like, lack of matchup knowledge go on here. But, yeah, like I said, it can definitely change throughout the match.
Another comparisons between the Lances. How many jump U's have we seen from Heapski?
Yeah, right. It's kind of good. You start throwing that in there and going through DPs, you're going to really make someone reconsider anti-airing. Opens up like every possibility.
Oh, these dive kicks.
Man. And he's just trying to fight his way out of the corner. I love that.
Oh, chip.
Man, I love the using the EX pull to just like punish it off the wall.
Oh, does it actually pull them in off the wall as well?
It doesn't pull them off the wall, but it basically trip guards them. So
okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, a good way of just like making sure you keep your turn. All right, you know, like when you start dodging through fireballs, you know you're taking a piss a little bit. So Heapski getting the punish.
That's a good thing I just noticed on Bubs. He DP'd Jump U, but because his DP hits both sides, when Lance went through him, he actually still hit him.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty practical. I wonder if it, like... Also, a lot of it depends on how active the move is, right? Because if it's not active enough, you can... And he does it early or late, then it can kind of mess with timing. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't... It feels like he doesn't know about this.
The classic.
Yeah. Didn't mix up his own inputs this time, so that's good. Matters just putting on a masterclass here, like showing the big difference between fighting a slower paced, more considered Lance, and then, you know, you got Zane who's willing to just impose his will on you.
And that Bub's command grab super is actually really good. Like, I feel like it just beats everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. It stops you from being able to safe jump at him. It stops a lot of options. Yeah, here we go. The dive kick pressure once again, but challenging. You know, you got to challenge the dive kick sometimes if it hits a bit too high up.
Something that maybe Heapski hasn't noticed is Famato has been using a lot of light dive kicks, which are only plus at very specific ranges.
Right.
So I think he might have just found out now after he jab checked like the latest one. Almost safe to him.
Nice. It's going to be a heap of damage as well. ending his combo early, but it hasn't killed yet. Oh no. Alright, it's not going to kill though, and you know, Mata can't go.
Oh, punish. Oh, he didn't confirm.
Alright, why not?
Oh!
That is such a classic Lance. Oh my god. That happens to me like every single time I fight a fucking Lance player. You block the super into 2-2H.
Oh, I can see Heapskin in chat asking, is the super command grab?
Oh, that's rough, man. That's
He's
rough.
only just found out.
Yeah, you're right about that DP. That is a really useful feature of it.
And
So
it's also a slower DP, so it's almost guaranteed to cover both sides, no matter what timing he does it.
Right, right. Yeah, he's one of the slower ones, right, along with Charlotte.
Oh, that's a good punish on the teleport out the corner there.
Yeah, I don't know if spending the Wrecker was the right choice, though. The EX Wrecker just meant his corner pressure ended really early. Oh, man. Yeah, that's one of those things where you kind of do need to lab. Unless you're willing to just super straight through it. If you don't know the role, it can be pretty rough to deal with.
Well, it is still such a good tool. I mean, we can even see in some of the PC online tournaments, even when Venom's going against some of the top players in EU, they're still getting pulled in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quick enough that you can't count it out as a tool, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, Bell having so many tools at that range, it just ends up being really useful. Do you think that Heapski should be adopting some more of the Zane playstyle, where he's using a lot more jump U, a lot more just general jump-ins and various like mid-range options? Or do you think this sort of slower place thing could actually stand a test of time as he learns the matchup?
I feel like as he learns the matchup as it goes on, it's, well, as you can see here, it's starting to work. But I think Lance is actually most optimally played the Zayn way, as we can call it.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense. I guess he's in the range for a lot more of his damage and his conversions, all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
wow,
that
nice.
was a really nice dash forward.
Yeah,
Straight through the fire.
absolutely.
So Heapski bringing it back 2-1.
Yeah. He's you can see really, like, he's quickly picking up on this matchup. I'm glad it's a first to 5, right? We can see a lot more adaptation from him. I mean, that dive kick's an issue for everyone. Okay, Famata now changing up the pace of the game, which I think is smart. If someone's showing a bit of matchup, a lack of matchup knowledge, he's just gotten used to the long range game. Right, mix it up, start going close range, start throwing out those frame traps.
Tried to spot dodge there. Oh, Heapski didn't manage to get the confirm afterwards.
Man,
yeah, it's fireball goes straight through it.
Yeah. I was like, I've not seen a character be able to shut down the EX Fireball that cleanly.
Oh, I feel like Famata could have killed there if he went to super.
Are we just dashing from full screen now, are we? You know he's looking for a command grab as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, he was definitely going for that throw super. But that felt like one of those matches where, like, Famata was kind of being a bit more loose with his gameplay. And that happens sometimes when you feel like the opponent shouldn't have won the last round. You're just like, all right, fuck this. I'm going to start doing dive kicks, running in full screen. Fuck it.
Well, it worked out because he's 1-0 up, so...
Can't complain about it. Man, I think that's like the first time I've seen a Lance player walk.
He's dead here? Is... Oh.
Oh no. He needs to start getting those conversions down. Good. I mean, I like that option, but just matching him in the air. He's been dive kicking it so many times.
6-6-H. Such a good move.
Is it? I didn't realize. I thought it was mediocre.
It's practically super dash.
That is actually the best way to describe it. It's fully a fucking super dash. If only we had 2 H's that worked. Oh man. Alright, he's going for the overhead pressure. Good punish on that.
Let's go. Now he doesn't
Yeah.
have to worry about it for a while. Can start running his pressure.
Yeah, you can see he's just throwing in
All
overheads.
100% of command super there. It's a normal grab anyway. Oh, see, this is what I'm saying against Zayn. He didn't do the staggers. Like,
Yeah, and he didn't block the 2-2-H either. So this is he's definitely grown in confidence. All right. I mean, that one he just kind of ran through him. Like I really like the stagger pressure. You don't really see it, like you definitely see that out of Lord Venom a lot, right? That staggered 5A or 2A pressure.
it's because Bobs can combo 2A, 2A, 2B into the slash move off non-counter hits. So even one light is a really good confirm.
Ah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And I guess also because his pressure is somewhat limited in terms of like mix, throwing stuff like that in there is like one of the best ways for him to keep pressure up. Man.
And that's dead there. A lot of people like to say Bubs doesn't have good damage, but like many characters in this game, he hits you in the corner and you're losing 60%.
Yeah, I mean, Grand Blue is definitely a game of very situational damage, right? Like,
No pun intended.
fuck.
Ba-dum-bum.
All right. Oh, good anti-air, but no conversion on it. Man, like, whenever someone gets one of those stray hits, Matt is like, I'm DPing out of this, fuck it. Again, a bit more scrambly and neutral, which I think favors
my God.
Heatski.
And he's still got the fireball out. Hey, he's dead here. Oh, the reset. Okay.
All right.
Unfortunate.
If he gets hit,
Can't
all
punish
right.
that. Oh, heapski.
Oh, that was so good. That was the that was such a classic round. Like an input error led into a like 20% combo that didn't finish into a reset into 2-2H. That's good shit.
PS4 special.
Oh my god. This makes me happy I'm not playing on PS4 right now, seeing that overhead connect. Is that an answer for the dive kick? Or are you just catching it on the ground, like whiff?
I'm not, no, actually.
'Cause I've seen it quite consistently work.
Heapski channeling his inner Zayn those two matches, it seems like. Taking it.
These lance players are innovative, see? Coming up and take on the fly.
Yeah, I don't know if 66H counts as tech, but I'll take your word for it, man.
I hate you sometimes.
All right.
It's not.
Good, he's getting this conversion now, but doesn't... Oh, he didn't have the fireball for the reset, I guess. Man.
Oh,
That was the weirdest conversion ever.
that's a drop opportunity.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
we saw this out of Zayn last game. React into the dive kick.
Right.
The Lance SPA. But that actually does so little damage.
Yeah, Jesus. I reckon he's on a call with Zane right now. So, someone check
Feeding
him.
the tech.
No coaching. Yeah, he's given up trying to play that fireball game. Famata's dealt with it so many times now. It's just like, oh, fuck it, I'm going in.
I feel like his Bubs had a slightly faster teleport. He'd have a sick runaway game.
That would be a really interesting direction to take Bubs in the future, right?
Yeah.
Like a runaway character. Because in a game where like a lot of combos just corner you immediately, it'd be an interesting thing.
Because he's kind of doing it now, to be honest. But then,
You can't run away from slide, man. That's
that was
not how
actually
to-
sick. Oh, punch, go on, kill him.
Oh my god. The staggers. Jesus. You knew it was coming eventually, right?
I keep missing to check if he's doing the easy input or not, because there's so many times on the command grab super where he's lived with like such a sliver of HP, whereas he done the normal input instead of the easy, he would have killed.
It's still, even with the normal input, it's very low damage, right?
Yeah, easy input adds 500 damage to it.
Yeah. I guess that's quite a grip, to be fair.
I mean, he would have killed in those. Oh my.
He pulled him into his
Yeah,
own.
that fireball should disappear.
Yeah, I think if they change anything about Lance, that wouldn't be a bad one, right? I mean, especially for your matchup.
I mean, that fireball doesn't even go more than full screen. if you're full screen, you up back, it doesn't. No, if you're full screen, and you up back, it disappears. Slander. Oh my god.
Oh, if you up back versus Lance, yeah, because he has such shitty anti-airs, right?
I'm pretty sure he can catch you with 6-6H on the way down.
Oh my god. Mace is just feeding.
Oh, maybe that's just a fairy thing, maybe because she has a very floaty jump. But Heapski, 3-3. Let's go. Oh my god.
All right, he spent the Rekovo, so this mix-up shouldn't be too complex. Yeah, it has to reset it. Can't get a knockdown in that situation.
Oh, seems like Format's getting flustered. Yeah. Oh, no punish on the DP.
Ooh, wait a minute. He's going to get mix off this. Yeah, he's looking for that 2-2H, isn't he?
And again.
When's the command throw?
Oh, he's waiting for the follow-up. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
See, Lance has a mix-up even on his DP where he can choose to do the follow-up or fall down with buttons.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more nowadays. People falling down with jump U, right?
Yeah, and that's
going
the
for
third layer.
Right. Too deep, this lasagna.
Oh, that's a setup right there. It's he hits his jump H. He can whiff the DP to get a meaty setup.
Oh, okay.
And he can actually change which side he's on with the light and MDP.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
Oh my god, he blocked that.
I can't believe he blocked that, but he could have spot dodged it in one. Alright. Man, yeah, he's catching on. He's catching on. Heapski, let's go.
He's going in.
He's 4-3 now. Alright, I like this. We're seeing live adaptation. You don't actually get to see this that often. Like in such a major way, right?
Yeah. Oh, these DPs.
Yeah, he's been called
Just
out
not
way too many
working out.
times. I still don't like him spending the X record, but he's making it work. And you can see he's feeling himself now. This 5U. That should be dead.
Dead. Do you know what? Does he even do enough damage? No.
I must be. What is that?
Oh, and he waited there, biting a teleport.
That was the root. That was actually better than the combo killing. Wait, like just standing still and reacting to the teleport feels super nice. He might have handed the controller to Zane.
2TH, he definitely did.
Oh man, I like this. He's just playing way more fluid.
Whoa!
If that had worked, that would have been so sick. I like this. I like this a lot.
Oh, double overhead for him. That was just a run down towards the end.
Do you know what was sick about that though? Was like Heapski was doing all this pressure, and then would just like stand there for a bit and react to him doing something. That's so sick. Being able to use a bit of that patience he's got that Mace was talking about at the start, and like incorporate it into his Lance game. It felt really diverse towards the end when he kind of found his footing.
It seemed that Famata wasn't really dealing with this rush down Lance. There's a lot of situations where he's just resorting to just guessing DP and out the pressure. Because I know Mace loves to say that Lance has no Vict. So there was times where he could have just sat there and blocked and waited for Lance to do something unsafe and then take his turn.
Yeah, yep. There's points.
Keep preaching, please.
There's definitely points where like the options for Lance in his pressure strings starts to lack, right? And we just didn't see it getting abused. So who do we have on the screen now?
Is Heapski, but Zayn's pulling out the Bubs.
Oh my god.
So Zayn actually does have a Bubs. Like, this is his secondary character.
I can understand not wanting to play the Lance match, but it is very funny to me that Mace brought on like essentially just Lance and Bubs players. This is what PS4 has become. That's sick.
I couldn't write if I wanted to. This is all happenstance, right? It's all happenstance, I promise.
But
This
from
is like-
speaking to Saiyan, he plays this just for Lance Mirror.
Okay. Does he think this is a good matchup, or does he just like Bubs?
I'm not sure. I think he just likes Bubs. So I don't think it's particularly a good matchup.
It'll be interesting to see how someone that has such a knowledge of Lancelot deals with the character, right? Ooh, okay. But Heapski's just going to be warmed up to this matchup. And we're already seeing him kind of run over Zane.
Oh, sound reaction.
I don't know. That seems super early, didn't it?
Yeah, but that is godly. That is a really good answer to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you okay, call it now, right? Do you think if Zane loses like a couple of matches, do you think he just swaps immediately to Lancelot?
If he loses 2.
If he loses 2, he goes to
2 in a
Lancelot.
row.
All right. He is playing mad disrespectful.
That jump you from Bubs is so hard. Entire.
It is hard because you have to time it early, but it's not a super high attack level, so you can use traditional anti-airs, right? Here we go. Works his way out of the corner. It's wrecker pressure. Zane having none of it. He's got life to spend. The one thing about Lancelot is he's just super scratchy when it comes to damage outside of some of the counter hits.
Oh, there's the answer to the Lance Super. You have to DP it.
Right. Man, this is the first time I've seen Zane play on the defensive. It's sick.
They went DP to end.
Yeah,
I guess this is just a Zane trait. It doesn't matter what character he's playing, he's just gonna DP.
I respect it, man.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah. I like how it's not pinned to one character, right? Like we were saying that, oh, this is a Lance thing. It's like, no, this is a me thing. Good.
Oh, he had to micro dash to get a punish, a bigger punish than that just there. Because Bub's DP actually pushes you back a bit.
Right, okay. I mean, it has so much recovery, right? I imagine you can dash quite a bit. See, Heapski went on the defense here, right? But it's given Zane a lot of opportunity to start working his way back in and mix him up. I liked it in theory, but... Oh, okay. Dodge, please.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Yep,
Fuck it. That works.
Oh, Heapski taking it. I don't say Zane a switch yet, no. 2 games.
2 games.
If it happens, yeah.
All right. I mean... like it, you see how proud Zane is, because if he loses with his Bubs, that'd be rough. But I think if he can definitely adapt with Bubs, right? If this is the whole reason he picks his character is to fight this one matchup, you know, it might actually be a worthwhile learning experience. All right, just keeping the pressure super safe.
Oh, it just pulls out the 668. Oh, into. That is so dirty.
Yeah, that's actually quite a cool mix-up. And he's already got the 66H back, so he's going to convert off this.
That's another unfortunate thing about Bub's DP is that you can jab it and block.
Yes, that's definitely... Yeah, I mean, you can do that for a lot of characters. You can set up, like, meaty jab situations, but versus Bubs, it's very easy to do, right?
Oh, he caught him in the air with the Lance SSPA, and that's gonna kill.
Hey, it's the best anti-air in the game. I mean...
It definitely is. I can't even argue that. Maximum Spider. What can you say?
It is Maximum Spider. He's dropped a couple of those conversions, but... Zane put himself in the corner here. I mean, it's like Bubs' slow buttons makes it super hard to keep up with the pace of Lancelot, it seems.
Yeah, and Saiyan is doing a good job of keeping him out right now.
Yeah, it is impressive to see. Wow, that was so late.
Still gets the punish. Oh, yeah, that's what you talked about earlier about the command grab super beating side jumps.
Yep, super useful tool.
Just grabbed and clean out.
Yeah, and you know, Zayn has actually been hit by quite a lot of those safe jumps trying to DP, so I'm glad he's like mixed it up. Heapski's gonna have to keep on his toes. Ooh, good, knocks him out of the air. Yeah, you see there's like little like stutters in Zayn's pressure right now, and I imagine that's to react to a 2-2H if it comes out.
Oh, that's a nice air grab. Why go?
I've never seen it.
Oh, Heapski jabbing out. I think that was a grab probably from Zayn.
Wow, alright. He's getting creative now.
I can definitely feel that Zayn's feeling some type of way, like, oh, this is what I do to people.
He is literally, he's fighting a mirror right now, man. He's fighting a mirror. He's gonna have to like reflect on this. This is what he does to people every day. You see that Heapski's like adapting to the gaps in the strings as well. Super important.
Oh, and he tried to press a button. Now this is where we see Zayn switch to Lance.
I reckon Zayn's got one more in him. One more. Nope.
No,
all right.
This is called.
All right, you know the guy better than me, man. Fuck it.
Damn, Rickster called it from early as well.
From early, Jesus. Is that like that's in his matchup notes as well?
Oh, what Zayn? Zayn gives up after 2 matches and he goes ham.
Like the fucked thing though, like this is the most fucked meta, right? If you have a sort of like pseudo counter pick or a character you like versus another character, losing and then switching back to your main.
He didn't. We got maybe color. It's probably colorways, but he actually didn't go to Lance.
Oh,
what? Who did he go to? Is he still Bubs?
Yeah, he's still stuck with Bubs. Maybe
Did
he
he
just wanted
check-
a minute to think. Maybe it was a reflection time. Maybe he went, okay. So now I understand why people want.
he thought about it. I think he thought
Yeah,
about it.
I think maybe he thought about it. Maybe he thought
He went to red and black Bubs. He wasn't that color before, right?
yeah, I think he
Red and
changed
black
colours,
is the
yeah.
way.
Alright, Sith colors. Let's go. You can't change colors and lose though, man. That's fucked up. Like you have to win after you change colors.
Oh my god, he's at 5'8".
All right, just gonna keep him in this corner. He's trying to look for that dive kick now. You can see.
Bobs can change up the timing of it to make it hard to LPA though.
Yep, absolutely.
I think Heaps is sweeping under this dive kick to avoid it completely.
I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Just fuck it, like move out the way.
What is that hit?
Why was the wall in the middle of the screen? What just happened? What the fuck? How is this character literally creating corners for him to jump off? I've never seen that, by the way. Someone just slowly walking backwards out of the range of Tandem Engine. That's so sick.
I feel like he could have got a confirm off that, but he's going to end it. Oh, just
No. Yeah, dodge, please. All right, it's fine. Yeah, all right. Someone phone him up. Someone phone him up and tell him to spot dodge. He needs to do it. Yeah, Zayn is now going for this dive kick. Heapski not anti-airing it enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a dive kick mix I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good mix-up as well. I mean, I guess you got block button, right? But even still, just for positioning purposes, it's pretty useful.
It is plus regardless, so...
I guess there's no reason not to go for it, right?
Zayn getting more neutral control now, it seems, for this match.
Yeah, it really does. I wonder what swayed Heapski off just kind of 6-6-Hing his way in. He's got that super now, so... Ooh.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
something I say to myself is that if his teleports and the command grab is going to kill, he's going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Command grabs are just such a good way of ending a round, right?
Yeah.
I was surprised that Heapski didn't just super it regardless, just to get out of the position. But Zayn putting one on the board as well. This is important.
He might have been low enough to die to Zayn DP in his super bot.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, this is what we need to see now. That Heapski 6-6H to get in.
Yeah, I think he got a bit too respectful for that last match and was trying to battle with the DP too much. Yeah, this is good shit right here. Zayn DPing out. His DP success rate has gone up massively. He's not just throwing it out constantly anymore.
Was he baiting him by standing still?
I don't...
Oh,
whoa. That was sick. That was so close. This isn't going to kill. Does a chunk of damage.
Next dive just said no.
Yeah, classic. Oh my god. All right. We got an MUK first. Someone jumping out of a command grab. I like it.
Have you been on MUK?
Man, I'm not entering things like this, man. Too long sets. Best of twos only.
Ladina plays. Just
Hey,
for pure robbery.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want other people to have a bad time, not myself to have a bad time. It's fucked up, dude. Man, people are getting real loose in this game now.
Yeah, flexing his jump use.
Yeah. So I've not forgot. I've still got it. I'm not taking the button out just yet.
Oh, there's a nice air to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the EX dive that Fermata wasn't using. It's so fast. Oh,
That would have been insane.
wow.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Now will he switch? I know he got a game, but
maybe another color change, different colorway. All right. Mystic, every Ladiva game is a best of two. It's never best of threes, man. The 720, you get too many 720s in one game. So he's gonna go Lance here, right? And I like, even if you are the superior Lance, right? I've got to imagine that the neutral is very scrappy, right? Like, even if you are a good Lance, like, how do you control the pace of the match correctly?
whoever just puts the trigger finger on 6-6H first.
Yeah, I kind of like don't want to believe that's the case because obviously, like, every
But no,
match
you can play footsies and make it whiff.
It's quite hard to make a 3/4 screen move whiff, but you are right. I guess if anyone was going to do it, it's going to be Lancelot in his movement, right?
Oh, that was a punish. Oh, that's such privilege that he can punish sweep from that range.
I've never seen it before, except from Lance. Sick.
Yeah, Lance, Kata. Don't know else he'll be able to do that.
Okay. Heapski knows his own strengths, so he's not too worried about this.
That is something Heapsy's good at. He doesn't know Lance worker pressure very well.
Yeah. And also, we got to remember, he was fighting a character he's never fought before, right?
Yeah.
So now he's actually playing some shit he knows. Ooh.
Dead?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
No damage.
Come on. That's got to kill. All right.
I feel like that was just about.
Yeah, if that didn't kill, I'm jumping on Mace's train. I'm buffing Lance. Fuck it. That would be insane.
Thank you. Clip that, someone.
Don't.
We need sound bites.
No one send that to Arxis, please. Alright, he's just doing really well, did really well the last game, but fights his way out of the corner. I guess Lance has a just as hard time keeping Lance pressured, right?
No punish on the Lance Steeper. Oh, Heapski getting another hit in.
I mean, I'm finding it quite hard to comprehend how he's getting these turns.
Oh,
wow.
That low walk linking is so good.
It's so good. Alright, that's gonna kill. Yeah, no, that's dead. That's dead.
I like how you're second guessing yourself every time.
I don't know, I've seen some things today, man. Even that match still felt really scrappy. Like, it didn't feel as if Zayn just ran through him, right?
Zaim seems much more happy than Heapski to be using the Warkling when he's in the corner though.
Yeah,
Heapski
absolutely.
prefers to rely on his fundamentals to get out, whereas Zaim's just like, no, Warkling.
There's also kind of only so much fundamentals you can play versus Lancelot without him just pushing you to the corner, right? You know, Wreckers push you back really far. His jumps are really good. You can't react to everything Lance does, just the nature of the character. So if he gets too respectful, it's going to be difficult.
Oh, as I say, he jumps out the corner with the Warkling.
Why did that? That was a mad anti, yeah.
What a button.
Yeah, it's all right.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't work. It doesn't work even if you did SBA.
really?
Yeah, you can't
far
confirm from
H.
full. Yeah, like at the tip, far H doesn't combo into anything. Not even EX lunge.
Really?
Yep.
Good.
It's not a footsie character.
Yeah, he is not a footsie character. Can't even use his fucking far H mace. Hold that shit.
I
He's...
mean, you gotta do what's gotta be done. But Heapski making things known in the chat, I love it. How can you get salty when you don't even play the game?
For those watching the VODs, Heapski just said, wow, this guy mashed, lol. I respect it.
He would have said it like that as well. That's the best bit about it.
Super chill.
Yeah. Oh, this guy matches. Huh, cool.
He put down his glass of wine just to say that. Oh my days. Alright, well Heapsy's got the life lead here. And Zane hasn't built the meter up for the super, so it's gonna be... Alright, man. That was a fucking quick... It's hard to follow these fucking games, to be honest.
Like,
Damn.
I'm surprised at how much of a show in Heapski is putting up though. Like, as he says himself, he doesn't really play the game that much or put in a super amount of time, especially recently, but he seems to be keeping up with Zayn pretty well.
Yeah, I'll be perfectly transparent. Like, I kind of thought Zane, not even to say anything about the other players, but just how good he is, was gonna run for everyone. Like, Zane is very good and can pretty much compete with everyone on every level at the moment. So seeing someone definitely, you know, make Zane sweat a bit is sick.
Oh,
Wow, what a trade. Too late. Oh man, Heapsy not getting the punish.
It's just some of the game knowledge just
I'll
not
tell you
coming
what
out
it is.
there.
It's the inconsistency in Lance. His close H doesn't always hit twice. Again, at certain ranges, the first hit will hit and the second hit will hit. He's not finished. He's actually not finished.
And
Mate.
he could have dashed up though. Micro dashed
Yeah,
up.
he could have, but why when you should be able to punish? Like, they just haven't
You're
finished his
sounding like a
moves.
fucking Mortal Kombat player right now, mate. I want you to know that. You are sounding like a Mortal Kombat player.
I'm just
Complaining about not every one of your buttons fucking working. Alright, dude.
I mean, everyone saw it there. Oh, he got the link. He got the meat. Anyway, let's go back to the match. But I'm just saying, Lance has issues. He's not that good.
These triggers me. I'll be quiet and commentate.
Alright, well, we equaled up now. Zane equalizing that match. I mean, like, one sentence from Mace and the match is actually over. So that's kind of sick. Hey, he's trying to catch those escape options.
Yeah, without OS in it, it's just a straight up guess.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta imagine Lance has some really good OSs against it.
Yep, Heapski says no to that close end pressure.
Yeah, you have to do it eventually. It doesn't get any sort of mix off this though.
Wow.
Why did he turn around like... Alright, whatever. Mace, explain that one.
Give me an hour. Give me an hour. I'll get on it.
Someone send it to Sajam. Play by play. Alright. Wow, did he just do jump you into 2-2H? That's sick.
This match is it. I really don't know what to
Yeah,
say.
Lance is doing Lance things.
Something I haven't actually seen Heapski do is universal overhead.
Yeah.
hasn't threatened it at all.
It's true. Also, I think
Oh, I feel like every time I say he hasn't done something, he does it.
I mean, I'm genuinely amazed that Zayn fucking blocked it. That was the most impressive thing I've seen today. Honestly,
That's
blocking
another
that
round.
universal overhead. I would say I think Heapski could benefit from like a bit more staggered pressure. Like rather than going for trying to catch Zayn while he's going to jump to the wall and get out of the corner. Like just staggering your pressure and catching him on the jump, you know, before it comes out is possibly more beneficial.
Lance's 5 Ellen.
How about that?
My favorite thing is when Lancers pretend that they're thinking and they just sit there and wait for the opportune moment to sweep. That's my favorite bit. Oh, all right. Zayn's got all the nice. What a way to end it with the read. It's such a good option versus the T2H.
So,
Zayn
this
is
is
on
what
match
you've
point now.
chosen for your final resting place.
We've seen Heapski's not getting run over here.
These C4's follow notifications are scaring the crap out of me.
Oh, I have that shit muted, man.
Yeah, my bad. I actually need to turn it down. Someone said that last time. My bad.
No, that's good, man. You got to keep the jump scares.
Yeah,
Keep people on their toes. You got to react to that shit.
Zayn just running the lance pressure here.
Yeah.
Decides to back up, just slow it down.
I like Heapski's started to get a bit more respectful. I don't know whether it's like respecting or just kind of being a bit more like, fuck, this pressure's actually pretty good.
Yeah, counter hit there, trying to jab, make a jab read on one wrecker.
Wow. I can't.
Oh, the slide.
Yeah. Slide is so good at dealing with that option. I'm not checking the second wrecker though.
No, the diva with a slide would be sick.
Look, man, don't hype me up. Don't hype me up. I think people already don't play against me. I think I'll get no matches for the rest of my life. Alright, Zayn gonna show.
Mix.
Oh,
That is
nice.
a nice look.
That is super nice.
I wonder if he's his plus on blocking that situation as well.
I wonder. I mean, it's like I think it's like 4 active frames or something. Overheads normally have, so it's definitely possible, right? Oh, good GG's. Zayn takes it over Heapski. Heapski doing a good job versus the Bubs, but although we saw signs of life in him, he's struggling to keep up with Zayn's pressure.